Very good question, Vijay. Very simply put, shareholder is a shareholder is a shareholder. Nowhere have we read in the law, unless you guys have read law better than us, in terms of if you're holding one share, your rights are different than somebody who's holding a share which is more than you. Principal point is today, through the first final order of the merger, there are 2-3 things that have happened. And forget FTIL and NSEL for the timing in a sense. I think all of us combined, including yourself, should be worried about the precedent this final order is setting. It rings the death knell for limited liability corporations of India. Over and above that, if you look at the limited liability corporations which are held by shareholders, today for the first time in the history of corporate India, you are seeing that the interest of a trading client on a platform of an exchange has been placed far above the interest of a shareholder. What we are saying is the shareholder's interest is supreme. Also, if you look at it from a slightly more broader perspective, and you yourself mentioned this happened for the first time in the history of corporate India, this means to establish that till now, in the history of corporate India, never ever has an occasion arisen where there has been a payment default crisis where there was public interest. That's exactly what this order is trying to establish. So our view is shareholder interest is paramount. If you also take one step further, Section 396 has been invoked by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs 4 times in the past. In all the 4 times when this was invoked for 2 public sector units or government undertaking, if I can say. If you go through that thing, confirmation from shareholders, 100% of the shareholders agreed to those mergers, 100% of the creditors agreed, 100% of the lenders agreed, 100% of the employees agreed. So it was done with the consensus of both the companies. When it comes to private enterprises, the shareholders at FTIL, and you spoke about numbers, 19,000 shareholders of FTIL voted against this merger, representing 80% of the equity. So I don't know where you got your maths from. Fact of the matter is 19,000 shareholders representing 80% of equity of Financial Technologies opposed the merger. 100% of the creditors opposed the merger. 100% of the lenders opposed the merger. 100% of the employees opposed the merger. And for both for FTIL and NSEL, yet you have a precedent completely not taking into cognizance this fact.
You as MD and CEO and with the board of members of FT has already spent close to 100 crore plus when it comes to your legal expenses fighting out in the last 2.5 years for NSEL. Many would also argue, just call the people affected in NSEL, maybe just sit across the table, the same money could have been given to them. Is still that an option where you are ready to sit across the table? Because we all know how it comes to the judiciary and the legal fees that you would be incurring. Because at the end of the day, maybe next 2 years this battle continues, FTIL value and the brand is only going to get further eroded. Because the argument also comes in, there is nothing differently that this board has done than what Jignesh Shah, when he controlled the board, has done.
So argument can be argument, and I am not here to defend what somebody else did or what we did. As I said, as a board, as a MD, our responsibility is to create value for our shareholders. When I was last in your channel, in your studios, I mentioned the fact there are 2 paths that we clearly have. One is a path of resolution, the second is a path of conflict. We chose the path of resolution. Through your channel, we had come and discussed the proposal for settlement that we had presented. Nobody wanted to settle. That's the first part.
Once again, would you like to propose anything on the table?
So currently, as I am saying, that's a call that the board will take. Once that call will be taken, we will let you know.
Any line of thinking of that?
Currently, what I am trying to say is there are 2 paths that we have. Like anybody, if I give you 2 paths to resolve or to conflict, your preferred path will always be to resolve. But the resolution cannot come at the cost of value of my shareholders. So if there is ever a proposal where I believe that to accept that proposal will enhance value for my shareholders, be rest assured, if that proposal come to me, I will take it to my board and my board will take it to the shareholders.
Very important, Mr. Desai. Sorry to interrupt you. So you are saying even if now the investors come out with a proposal, the board is open to look at it?
I don't understand. Whose investors?
The investors who have lost their money in NSEL.
Sorry?
NSEL investors who have lost their money, who are fighting the legal battles with you.
I think there you have to correct. You correct.
Would the board look at it?
No, first, let me correct. They are not investors.
Okay.
They are
that has been your claim.
No. That's the biggest issue, my dear friend.
Sir, I don't want to get into the merits.
No, but as I said, you may not want to get into it.
I want to decide. Neither you nor me can decide.
So currently, my request is they are trading clients. All I am trying to tell you is, if there is something where we believe there is a proposal that leads to shareholder value creation for my shareholders, I will take it to my board and my board will take it to the shareholders. At the same time, make no mistake, everybody has chosen the path of conflict. On the path of conflict, we will try and defend the value for my shareholders as long as we believe that we will have to defend that value, because it is only out of that value we will be able to enhance and create shareholder value. One thing through the message that I am saying is FT is a shareholder company, and we will do everything within our right to create value for our shareholders.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/etnow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at etnowlive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/etnow.